this is Beth Castellini with Lizzie Stamps. Today I wanted to show you one of the new suites that's coming out in May. We have a new catalog coming out. Stampin' Up has done away with an annual catalog and now goes to 3 catalogs. The first one is going to be May through August, and so I can't show you the inside just yet. This will go live May 5th. If you would like a copy of the catalog, please don't hesitate to message me or leave a comment in the video, and I would love to send you one. It's a really nice catalog. It is going to still have all of our necessities that we need, with the paper cutters, with ink pads, and with adhesives, embellishments, etc. But they've just broken it down a little bit more. I do like the layout of it. I like the way that they're doing it, and I think it's going to be a lot more user-friendly for everyone. So the first thing I want to show you is the card that we're going to be making today. And this is, I guess you call it a holographic card, or it's like a 3D. But I wanted to showcase the paper. And I got the idea, and this has been going around, you see it a lot, but especially landscape designer series paper that we offer. And I think this is a really fun layout, and it just showcases the paper. Our paper is so beautiful, and I feel like we need to showcase it some more. So I'm going to show you, and this is a very quick and easy way. Even though it might look difficult, this is very easy to do. So I'm going to show you the suite really quick, what's in the suite. I'm going to show you the beautiful paper, and then we're going to get started on how to make the video. So the paper, the paper is 12 by 12. The colors are Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Secret Sea, Peaceful Pine, which is one of our new in colors, Golden Glow, which is another one of our new in colors, and Berry Burst. And I do like that they show a little bit of the Berry Burst, but you'll see, look how pretty the Luna Moth is. And that's why I wanted to showcase this card with the Luna Moth. I think the moths are very, very pretty, and I love the wash of color with the ferns. It's just so lush and inviting. And here's the back of this one. So that's the first one. Then the next one is this nice leaf pattern. You've got the Secret Sea and the Mossy Meadow and the soft sea foam, if I didn't mention that color on the back. And look at the Golden Glow. This is one of our new in colors that will be out until 2028. Very pretty. And this one, so you'll see the pop of Berry Burst in here. So you've got some of the flowers. It's like you're walking into a jungle. It's so pretty. And the Golden Glow, I just love the flowers in this one. And here you've got the Berry Burst. And then this one is one of my favorites. I just love the collage of the leaves and the ferns and the flowers with just the pop of the Berry Burst around. And then here's a background, nice little pattern leaf. And here's another one, really pretty, it's just lush and inviting. And then here's a Secret Sea background. And then the last one is this one. And this is one of my favorites too. I do love like the whitewash of the ferns. And then you've got just the Golden Glow flowers. Golden Glow is really pretty. It's just a fun little, just nice pop of color. And you have a little bit of the Berry Burst in there as well, and the stamen. And then the background is this nice, I like the subtleness of the one, and here you've got the most vibrant, and then you've got the subtle on the back. So that is the paper that comes with the suite. Another thing that comes with the suite is this Fern and Flora 3D embossing folder. So you'll notice that you've got some of the same images that are on the designer paper. And it's very pretty. And I'll show you what I did with that when we make the card. And then you have these wonderful dewdrop embellishments. And they look very glassy, so it does look like the dewdrop. So they have clear. And then this is it's soft sea foam, but it's almost like Old Olive as well in it. And then you have the Secret Sea in here as well of those. So those are the embellishments. And here is the stamp set. So really pretty. You've got the printed moths. You have the fern, the sprig of another plant. Here's some of the flowers as well as these. These are the ones that you see with the Berry Burst. And then this is a nice little stamp because you can put the sentiment in there. And then it does have a die that cuts out. And then I do love that you've got the typeset and the script and the writing. Very nice. And then here are the dies. So here is that one die for the sentiments. And then these make flowers. Those make the flowers, and there's the stamen for the flower. And then you've got the leaves right here, the fern. And then these are for the stamped images, the flowers. So you have a die for this one and a die for that one. And you also have a die for the moths as well. So I think it's really fun. I've been playing with it. I've done some cards, but I thought this card would be fun to show off just a little bit of how it works. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got with me, I have a piece of Secrecy at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have another piece of Secrecy that is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is what you're going to layer the strips on. All right. And then what I did is I took a piece of vellum and I ran it through the emboss and cut folder machine with the Fern and Flora folder. And I like this, but then I don't want it to be so stark, so I'm going to show you how we can lighten that up. And then I've gone ahead and stamped Thankful for You, and I've cut it out with that die. And then I took a piece of the paper. I wanted to showcase the moth. So we're using this piece. Again, this is 4 by 5 1/4, but it was nice that when I cut the 4, it was just enough that it showcased the Luna moth. All right. So we're going to put all that to the side. And we're going to cut first. So I'm using my Stampin' Up cutter, and we're going to be cutting at every 1/2 inch. And we want to make sure that when we cut, we're going to make sure we lay the pieces so they're all still together. So I'm going to go ahead and make my first cut. So I know this is the last piece. So I'm going to lay it right here. And then I'm just going to keep cutting every 1/2 inch all the way to the very end. So I'm just going to keep making sure, because I want to make sure it stays in order. I did this class with my card class with a different paper with another suite that's coming out May 5th as well. And I told them, I said, you need to make sure you keep the strips together. And of course, some of them just went ahead and cut and just put them in a pile. And so it took them a minute to realize, like, oh, I needed to keep them in order. So that's why make sure that you keep it in order. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we have the last 2 pieces. All right, so now that we have our pieces, I'm just going to bring this down so you can see. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Secrecy, and we're going to start gluing them. I'm left-handed, so I tend to start from the left side, but you can start either on the left or the right. So you're going to want your liquid glue for this. And the other thing that you're going to want, you can use several things. You can use dimensionals, which is right here, and they're a little bit more narrow. Or what I used on this card, and you'll see the strips, I used our foam adhesive strips. And these are a little bit thicker, but I think it's nice to have that depth. So that's why we're going to go with that. So you'll make sure, and you get two strips of all these, and then you can cut them to the size you want, and you're going to use the strip that's all the way around it as well. So you're using all of it, which is nice. So I'm going to take the first strip, and I'm going to make sure that I get my glue at the edges. I'm going to turn this just so I can make it flush with the card. All right, just that initial one, make sure that it's flush. Okay. There you go. And that's why you need the liquid glue. It's very helpful. All right, so then my next strip, I'm going to raise it up. So I'm going to get some of my adhesive strip, and I'm going to just lay it towards the middle. Get my scissors out. There we go. And just use that. And then I've got a little bit of excess that I can save for the next strip. Go ahead and use that one. And then this time I'm going to go ahead, and I just want to make sure that I don't want it to overlap, but I just sort of want to butt it up to the glued strip. All right. So if you can see how I did that, then I take the next one. So as you can see, it's a pattern. So you're going to glue, adhesive strip, glue, adhesive strip. All right. And then see how I'm just sort of butting it up, not overlapping it. And then the next one, we're going to take another strip right here. And I'm going to just lay it, just like I said, just right in the middle, take my paper snips, cut the end, and I have another piece to save for the next strip. I do like using the strips, and you can use them for various things, like for shaker cards. They're great for shaker cards. I'm gonna put this one up. There you go. Okay, and then the next one we're gonna glue. All right. There are so many ways that you could do this design of card. I mean, there's really just so much that it's really just the landscape cards that I've seen are just so beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna piece, I've got a little bit here. Whoops, that's all right. I'll put that there. And I'm gonna cut, just because I'm gonna cut a little bit here for here, because I really do want it to butt up to sort of the very end of the card so it doesn't flap over. All right, and then you take off your strips. But especially that paper, since I tend to hoard lots of paper, this is just a good way to use it up. And you can make it simple. It doesn't have to be so intricate, because it's just the way that the design is. Just makes it so much better. All right, and there we go. And the last strip, again, we're going to take our foam strip. And if you don't get it right in the middle, it's totally fine. Okay. There we go. How easy was that? Make sure that I have this the right way. Yep. Okay. So there you go. That's how quick and easy that goes. So then what we're going to do, now let's get the other components of our card. And like I said before, I didn't want the vellum piece to be so stark. I wanted it to be a little bit more of like part of the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of our blending brushes, and I'm going to take Old Olive. I'm going to take the Old Olive, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the green around and see how it enhances the card. I love that. I love that it enhances it. Paper. I really love vellum. I'm so glad that we have it back. Vellum is always a favorite. All right, so we've done that. So now let's put all our components together. So I'm going to go ahead and add liquid glue. You really don't want to add any more the dimensionals. I think it's easier because you already have dimension on the card. So there it is on there. Perfect. And then I'm going to glue right here, because this is going to go on here like this. So I'm going to go ahead and and I have to decide which way I want it. I think I want it there. And I'm just going to add some glue right to where the circle is going to be, about right there. And then I am going to just add 2 dimensionals to the back of this. All right. And then look how easy that came together. So fun. And then if you want to, we can add some embellishments. I love the green. I don't know why I love the green. So we're just going to add a few embellishments. Sometimes I like to stick to my putty. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, and then on the inside of this card, I stamped the fern with soft sea foam, and then you make the world a better place in Secret Sea. So I think those are so fun. Those are great cards. It comes together so quickly. It's a lot of fun. I want to show you a couple more cards from this suite that I'm in love with. This one is a special gatefold card, but I wanted to showcase again the paper. So, and this slides. So this is like a sliding lock mechanism, and you just slide it off and open it up, and it's a gatefold card. Isn't that pretty? So I did use the blends, the new blends in our Peaceful Pine and Golden Glow. So pretty. So there's that gatefold card. And this one, I will be showing a video on how to do this. This is a really fun card to do. And I love that it slides off. So there's that card. And then this one, again, wanting to showcase the paper, but I love the moth, and I just added a little bit of the Golden Glow blend there. And then on the flowers, I did add a Wink of Stella. We are getting glitter pens, and when I went to do my pre-order for the new catalog, the glitter pens were not available yet. They're called Glimmer, not glitter, Glimmer pens, but they are in the new in colors. So you're going to love those. So those are those. I think that's just, I just love this suite. If we were to put all the cards together so you could see all of them, it's just a beautiful suite, very lush colors. Love the designs, love the stamps. And so look for the new catalog to be out May 5th. And again, if you need a catalog, please don't hesitate to message me, leave a comment. I'd love to send you one. And I hope you guys have a great day and happy stamping.